Another week goes by with more areas to cover in the upcoming sim update that's geared towards the end of this month. Let's find out on what's more, shall we? Two weeks more for the next sim update 6, a good amount of areas are to be addressed. But before anything, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back. Very often do we cover the latest on Microsoft Flight Simulator. So hit that subscribe button as it can greatly help us. With last week, we covered high-level changes on what to expect in the next update. Let's cover this area, but before that, let's go over the marketplace news today, followed by the updates in development, exciting events going on in the community section, plus a freeware at the end. A good freeware, by the way. Make sure you stick around. With a constant upward trend at the marketplace, things seems to be interesting every day. The current payware what you're witnessing is a collaboration of LimeSim and Aerosoft. The Antarctica Pack. A load of features have been included to discover in this pack where you can get to fly around the coldest areas of the world with animation throughout. You can find plenty of animation that's included from animals to vehicles, boats and people, icebergs, glaciers and bodies of water. This can certainly add to the experience. A very good thought by the team. The pack includes landing strips as well, an emergency airstrip, and with planes having the ability to land on ice these days, this can be more adventurous. Under the section of the aircraft, this has been ongoing and progressing well. We have the studios of Wing 42 working on the Boeing 247D from quite a while now. The team have not just focused on this model, the Lockheed Vega as well, as it hasn't been an easy task to gather data which can help them recreate the model more effectively. With the amount of detail we see right here, it looks like a great plane to arrive soon. The good news about airliners these days would be towards a number of developments. Any builds have announced their progress on the A330-300. There's a lot of progress going across systems, modeling, flight behaviors and more. The release date hasn't been confirmed yet, and with the images here we can get a clear picture on how well the exteriors have been set out with different operating liveries. This can be an ideal aircraft for long-haul flights due to its range that has supported most of the transatlantic routes over the years. Moving to the studios of PMDG, there has been substantial progress from the team of Robert Randazzo who confirmed on their progress. The planned release date was sometime early next year, however with the pace of progress going on, we should see this bird coming out earlier by the end of this year. The pricing hasn't been confirmed as well. The alpha version is the one what we see today. The team didn't want to share any cockpit screenshots, which leaves us to a suspense on what more we can expect. Towards ground level, Orbix have proved their consistent sense of quality add-ons with the Hammerfest. We'll be reviewing this airport soon. The Hammerfest Airport, ENHF in short, would be another beautiful gateway to Norway. A different destination where the sun doesn't set during summer nor rise during winter, the airport comes with a range of features, PBR textures, interior modeling, custom static objects, author imagery, and more that's being developed by Finn Hansen and his team. The planned launch for this add-on would be on the 9th of this month. With the area of development, Sim Update 6 is geared to be released by the end of this month, just 2 weeks from now rather. Now Sim updates are less common when compared to world updates. With every Sim update comes quite an amount of changes that addresses the core areas, improving the performance, avionics systems, flight behaviors and a lot more. There are going to be hundreds of improvements in this update, which is going to be a major one. Last week we spoke little about what changes we can expect under flight performances, including better Adversio giving a much more accurate feedback on the drag performances on the ailerons, giving us more control. Areas like lift control, stall behaviors. Additionally, there would be improvements on ground effects and drag along with area DMX centers. Now ground effects can depend on the surface and could be higher depending on the shape of the wings, where the center of the plane is closer to the ground in comparison to the wings. The lift and drag ratio are computed more accurately with different models where the data is involved as well, wherein the value could be on a higher or a lower level. The King Air had one of the issues pointing at drag and thrust where the model was overthrusted at idle, as well as landing where the ground effect was more than what it was supposed to have. The level of complexity makes it more interesting in the sim, where the area of drag is calculated that could rely on coefficient scalars and what type of formulas with parameters that could depend on the factor of the environment. This can be an advantage for studios towards developing plane models. There can be more control on how well the model can be tested in various ways, helping improve the performance. Before we go to the community section, a shout out to a few members of our own group. Your support has been immense and great so far. A big thank you to all. Sebastian, the Hot Sauce Dude, BAM Media, R&B Carp Adventures 2021, Finbar Claire, Mr. Phelps, 4sec Shark Mister, Flying Spud, and Chris Sanchez. Moving to the community section, an exciting part of the sim. Mountainous regions can be quite some fun. We did Germany last week. Colombia is the planned location this week with the gang Aussie Group Flights team. A great gang. They plan on flying from El Dorado International Airport with a few stops in between, with a final descent towards Mariscal Sucre International Airport. I hope I got that right. The TDM 930 is the recommended aircraft for this trip, with a link that can be found in the description below. You can find the server details including the Discord server, settings associated, flight plan, and a lot more. It's time to see what exciting freebie we have this week. We showcased it in a previous video. A good freeware, the Airbus A330 it is. This can be a good start towards freeware under the Airbus series, a fairly new model to the sim that was released in July rather. This has experienced a major update a few days ago. Thanks to Philip Marion, who's referenced the FSX version, reworked it from ground up, and with the help of Headwind and his team to make sure that it can suit the new platform of Microsoft Flight Simulator. A growing freeware to put it right, an easy download. I'll include the link in the description below for you to take a look. Thanks to the developer again for this nice add-on. Another freebie to show you would be towards ground level, that would be the Samadan Airport. We've mentioned this in the past, but we want to stress the fact about the beauty of this one, a great airport. There have been updates since towards this airport, produced by Blin and his team. It's been confirmed with Sim Update 5's compatibility. The team have worked on replacing numerous areas and improving them. They've added Sim Air Force Hangar, which is an open hangar with door animations in it. If you choose to spawn from this point, you certainly can. Heli ramps have been added as well, plus heli signs on the runway and a lot more features. It's great to see the level of interest growing in freeware. You can find the link in the description below for this airport if you haven't downloaded yet, a freeware that's worth it. Thanks to the team of Blin again for producing this beautiful airport. We certainly hope you like this video. Do subscribe for more future releases to come. The big question is this the beginning yet for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I'll leave that for you to judge. Until next time, do take care and happy flying, folks.
Feel